From a new way of parallel parking to a sofa that turns into a bunk bed, these amazing inventions will blow your mind. So sit back, relax, and be amazed. Here's an invention for people who never want to get out of their seats or beds. With this tool, you become Spider-Man. If you've ever imagined Voldemort throwing cars to transport them from a height, you might need to do a reassessment. Turns out this machine is what they use to take the cars back and forth from great heights like this one. Can you parallel park? If not, all you need's an extra tire. If you think car doors are too small for you to get out of, then this car is the perfect choice for you. This is the Clop coin sorter, which is not only a speedy, but also satisfying sorting process. If you must know, it sorts the coins based on their sizes. What do you use to transport a large amount of nails and screws in a scrapyard? The answer is a scrapyard magnet. Just be careful that the truck doesn't get sucked into the magnetic field as well. That said, steel is likely not a good option. Cloth manufacturers must be in their best era right now, or at least the era where they don't have to fold hundreds of shirts by hand, and it's all thanks to machines like this one. This is what happens when your parents are engineers. These toy cars are so well put together and cleverly maneuvered to fit a child and then turn into a movable vehicle. We can only imagine the well of creativity that these inventions come from. These kids would have a lot of cool memories to look back on. Is that a toy plane or a boy? You'll never know. Who needs to rack their brains and hands over shuffling cards when you can just have this tool do it for you? It's way easier. You may never have 4 dish rags stuck in your bathroom pipes, but here's what you have to do. Not only will this toy keep kids occupied for hours, but it also doubles as a fountain. What do you stand to lose? Why carry one folded seat around when you can carry 7 in just one hand? It turns out you don't always need a tire or legs. This is what it takes to put a drawstring in your pants, so don't beat yourself up when you can't do it yourself in one go. It's almost that time of the year when wrapping paper wastes again. You can prevent that with this tool. Why buy an ordinary sofa when you can get one that turns into a bunk bed? No reason at all. With just a few simple steps, you can turn this sofa into 2 beds. It looks pretty sturdy too, and even aesthetically pleasing. Would you try it? Have you ever wondered what it would be like to ride a tricycle on water? Well, here you have it. We're not sure how this is better than a boat, but it's interesting. Rather than trying to fill up the nylon from the bottom up, this is a smarter and easier way of packaging several bags at the same time. Have you ever wondered what it would be like to never have to shovel snow away from your driveway when winter comes? If yes, buckle up because it's your lucky day. All you need are these heated mats that you place under your asphalt or gravel. They immediately turn on when they detect snow, preventing it from accumulating on your driveway. This is one way to enjoy the water apart from being on a boat or ship. It will be fun, at least until the oxygen runs out or the ball pops. However, it's a great invention that must have taken some creativity and would be fun for those who use it. Why blow 7 small transparent bubbles when you can blow 100 purple ones? No reason at all, hence this tool. With this machine, you can now seal your opened bags of chips, or even steal some tomatoes without any hassle. A neon light jump rope is so much better than a regular skipping rope, wouldn't you agree? It just has that zing. These things look too cool to eat, but they're nice to look at. Would you like to have a giant gummy bear instead of a small one? The trick is to put it in water, add salt, and refrigerate. Would it taste nice after this process? We can't assure you of that. But would it be bigger? Absolutely. Some have said that it eventually tastes disgusting because it absorbs all that salt water, but it's a fun experiment. Why get a regular bike when you can just get an e-bike like this one? This bike is foldable to the extent that it even looks like a unicycle. It also doesn't have a chain and is easier to ride than a traditional bike. So if you're looking to get in a little exercise while arriving at your destination faster, e-bikes are a good choice. This glass trick shot is one of the best you'll ever see. It's so satisfying to watch, and we can't imagine the amount of time and practice that must have gone into it. If you consider your phone falling on your face while using it in bed a problem, then this solution is for you. This tool senses when an object is approaching your face, and it becomes a shield. Is this a problem that requires a solution? Probably not. Could you just turn on your side to avoid it? Of course, but the invention may pave the way for better ones. This machine would work well for people with reduced mobility. Would you want to send a sausage on a train ride to a grill outside just to watch it burn to an impossible color? Probably not. However, in the inevitable event that you do want to, here's an example of what it would look like. It must have taken incredible coordination and creativity to come up with this, but also a fair amount of boredom. If you have too many tennis balls on the court, this tool is perfect for gathering them up without throwing out your bag. This robot can draw whatever is on the card placed in it. Would you like to have one? In case you were wondering, yes, this is also called a bike, except this time you're not cycling but walking. An upside is that this bike is faster than the traditional bike, and it still helps you get some exercise in with the constant walking. It can reach speeds of up to 20 miles per hour, and you can easily maintain your balance while having fun. It's hard to figure out what the idea behind this reinvented wheel is. Turns into a sort of triangle after a while. Is this to make it easier to stop? And why is a brake no longer applicable? Is this invention at all necessary? Could you possibly answer these questions for us? Is this a better way of drilling? What do you think about it? This is one way of putting a strap on a pair of flip-flops. It goes without saying that they're easier to remove than they are to fix. Wouldn't you agree? Removing paint is one of the most satisfying processes to watch when it's done chemically. The paint pulls away from the object so smoothly. Just look at this. If the first question that comes to your head is, where are the mother sheep? You're not the only one. These sheep must have been trained to feed this way. This machine does a neat job of peeling fruits like apples and potatoes. Maybe it could even peel a watermelon. The process is soothing to watch and is quite efficient. It can also slice the fruits in just one press. What more could anyone ask for? It's the perfect tool to use for a fruit salad. Don't you agree? While this looks like a scene from a graduation party, it's also a means of expression for a certain artist called Kolodny. The wrinkled plastics are inflated to turn into toy balls, which appear to be products of one another. It's meant to induce childlike playfulness and joy in adults and keep them connected with their inner children. This is most likely what people mean when they say something is too cute to drink. Just look at that. This cleaning jelly can get into every nook and cranny to drag out the dirt from there. It's quite efficient, but unfortunately, not reusable. This is an experiment in inconvenient inventions. There's no other way to put it. Why would you want a bicycle with rectangular wheels? Or is there a need for wheels made of shoes? Let's not even talk about the wheels that look like chainsaws. This person most likely just wanted to try his hand at making different things without caring about their usefulness. This machine is like a stapler for clothes. If your clothing has a small rip that isn't worth a trip to the tailor's, this handy tool is a perfect solution. Can you guess what this woman's making on the first try? You might not have known, but most bowls once started as flat pieces of metal, and here's proof. Where are they taking all that hay to? We'll never know, but what we do know is that the amount of plastic is almost equal to that of the hay, which can't be good for the environment. Of course, the result is aesthetically pleasing and easy to transport, but it's unsafe for the environment in the long run. Can you think of a better packaging material? Here we see a replication of Kolodny's art detailing how much time it takes to set up a scene that looks deceptively easy. Can you believe that inflating these balls takes up to 3 hours? Well, you should, because it does. What matters is that the result is beautiful. What do you think of it? Don't worry, we're just as surprised as you are. Can you tell that what they're making is ice cream? Do you think this is the best way to slice cucumber? If you thought whatever was in the plastic was solid at first, you're not the only one. This process is called water marbling, and the result's amazing. We don't know what this product is called, but we do know that the machine is efficient and fast. Have you ever seen a tool like this? We haven't, but that's one way to slice a watermelon. One cannot describe in words how satisfying this process is. If you don't pay attention, you may not even realize that there are only 2 balls. We would like to understand the mechanics behind this process, but in the meantime, watching it and getting unbelievable satisfaction from it will have to do. Can anyone tell us what the point of this car is? It doesn't even have a base. This is a 1080-degree rotating faucet. Instead of breaking your neck to wash your hair, with this faucet you can just raise the water higher. You can also raise it lower and rotate it from side to side depending on whatever you need. It seems like a perfectly reasonable invention. Do you have a cat that you want to potty train? Well, here's one way to go about it. This is a kit that helps your cat to learn. It also forces you to bear the cat's unbearably judgmental stares as you put it through this process. Can you blame it? This robot can analyze and sort objects the way humans do, which makes it perfect for its task of recycling. It separates recyclable materials from unrecyclable ones, making the job easier for the people who have to do the rest. Do you think this is better than having humans do the sorting? This device is used for people with reduced mobility to help them move from one part of the house to another. Some would argue that a wheelchair is better as this looks more dangerous since it's at a great height. Do you agree with them? What do you think of the machine? Of the various parts of a house, roofs accumulate some of the most dirt. After all, they're exposed to all sorts of elements without any protection. It's only right that they undergo cleaning every once in a while. This machine makes the cleaning process easy, fast, and efficient. The brush allows you to cover all bases. Sometimes, you don't want your whole room filled with light. You just want a mild glow. This lamp is perfect for accentuating your different needs. You can turn the light source up or down. Apart from being so practical, this lamp is also a beautiful addition to any room.